Welcome to the 2024 Reflection Student Art Showcase. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the creativity, inspiration, talent, and artistry of the 200-plus national winning student artworks from the 2022-2023 Reflections Program. The 2022-2023 program theme, Show Your Voice, was created by Jason Yevon from Salk MacArthur PTSA in New York and was inspired by his experiences in 2020. From protests for racial justice to wearing masks during the COVID-19 pandemic, Jason realized the importance of everyone showing their voice and speaking up to share their thoughts, feelings, and experiences with the world. The wisdom in Jason's theme resonated with student artists nationwide who were inspired by the theme to explore their own voice through many different topics, styles, and art forms. This showcase will highlight selections of artwork that explore common topics that arose throughout Show Your Voice artwork. Our first selection of artwork explores how we can use the arts to educate and help protect the environment and our world. To introduce and congratulate these talented artists, let's welcome National PTA President Yvonne Johnson.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited for this celebration. The importance of the arts cannot be emphasized enough. I love what former First Lady Michelle Obama has said about art. The arts and humanities define who we are as people. That is their power to remind us of what we have to offer and what we all have in common. During this showcase, we will get to see that idea come to life. I am so thankful that National PTA recognizes the importance of student engagement in the arts and that we can offer the Reflections program as a way for students to express themselves and their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. Thank you to everyone joining us, and congratulations to all the student artists who created works for the 2022-2023 Reflections program. Please join me in also thanking the dedicated PTA leaders, judges, parents, and volunteers who each year have made it possible for this program to reach thousands of students across the nation. I am proud to introduce this selection of amazing artwork that explores something so important, the world and nature. I am so inspired by how the following students showed their voice about the state of our world and environmental concerns. Let's hear from them now.
Hello, my name is Andrea Aye, and I'm from Georgia O'Keeffe Elementary School in New Mexico. I won in the film category for my piece, Let's Save the Trees!
15 billion trees are lost every year. However, only 5 billion trees are planted globally. With this way, we will lose all of our trees in 300 years. Did you know forest loss is the #1 cause of species extinction? And the second leading cause of planet warming CO2 emissions globally?
The inspiration for my piece was the rhinoceros beetle. Every summer I go to Japan to catch the rhinoceros beetles with my grandpa and grandma in the forest. The rhinoceros beetles are living on the trees. I love catching them. However, if the trees are gone, the beetles lose their homes and die. It disrupts the whole food chain. It affects all animals and humans. So, I wanted to tell everyone that if we can save the trees to prevent global warming, we can save the earth.
My name is Natalie Law, and I'm from SKA Academy. The title of my drawing is Play, Learn, and Grow Together. In school, I am taught about space and animals, but the most important thing I have learned is about sharing kindness. We go to school to learn many things so that we can change the world with our voices, which is why I drew my 2 brothers in front studying with me. By showing my voice, I can encourage my friends to clean Earth, help animals, and more, which I drew in my drawing, so that our world can be a happier and healthier place. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Katie Burns, and I am from Chris McAuliffe Elementary in Lenexa, Kansas. I won in photography for my piece, Every Voice Matters. When I was taking care of a neighbor's plants, I saw this caterpillar and I thought, I wonder how this plant helps in my everyday life. So I took a picture of it. And later, I realized that it could show that every voice matters. Most of the time, when people think about Every Voice Matters, they think about highlighting the underrepresented people. But when I think about it, I think of highlighting the animals that are really important in our lives, but we don't give them enough credit. Some examples of these are bees, butterflies, ants, and so many more small animals that you would never give a second thought to. Sometimes when I'm feeling stressed, I like to do art because it helps me just get some alone time and relieve my stress, and it just gives me a little bit of a breather. I also feel like I can express my feelings and emotions through art by the fact that each person has their own way of doing art and doing photography, and by doing art and photography, that's the way that I personally express myself.
My name is Wesley Adam from Sealy Elementary in New Braunfels, Texas. I won the music composition category for my piece, Be the Earth's Voice. The song I wrote is in the style of rock music because I thought something catchy, it would inspire people. I've played piano for several years, but I haven't really played a lot of rock music. I ended up really liking the style and recently joined a rock band, playing keys. I hope people will use their voice to help protect the earth.
Hello, my name is James Peng and I'm from Clarksville Elementary School PTA in Maryland. My artwork shows a boy who is painting on a wall of an abandoned power plant. He is painting his vision of wind turbines and green grass, while his friends watch and cheer him on. My inspiration comes from my concern with pollution and environmental problems in general. Pollution from burning fossil fuel is increasing carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Carbon dioxide kills coral reefs and traps heat from the sun, causing global warming and increased more severe weathers and rising sea levels. I want people to adapt more renewable energy in order for us to reduce our carbon footprint. I hope my art can inspire more young artists to spread the message of our desire to live in a cleaner world. I also hope that my art can inspire people to use more renewable energy.
Talk about world-changing artwork. How inspirational. This selection of Show Your Voice artwork highlights the importance of celebrating our unique identities, cultures, and experiences. To help us congratulate and introduce these awesome artists, we are excited to welcome our very special guest, Lauren Mendoza from the U.S. Department of Education.
Hello, I'm Lauren Mendoza, Deputy Assistant Secretary for State and Local Outreach at the U.S. Department of Education. On behalf of Secretary Cardona and the department, we want to congratulate these students and families once again for their achievements in the arts. Artistic expression is an invaluable tool for sharing and understanding different cultures, experiences, and identities. Through the arts, we can communicate the aspects of ourselves that make us unique without fear of language barriers. I know that as a student, music and theater helped me not only to find my voice, They help me to learn to watch and listen closely to those around me and to see things from different perspectives. They help me find a community of people united by our shared interests, even if our backgrounds were worlds apart. Creating art also fosters self-reflection by helping students process and explore their experiences and thoughts, which is foundational to a strong sense of self and belonging. Arts education programs like Reflections further these benefits, allowing us to celebrate and encourage young people to use creative outlets to build a sense of pride and understanding in one's culture and experience. On behalf of the Department of Education, I want to thank National PTA, PTA leaders across the country, teachers, and caregivers for supporting arts programming that helps connect all young people with opportunities in the arts. And lastly, I want to thank these student artists for all of their intention and passion. Your courage and willingness to share who you are with the world is so amazing, and I'm proud to help celebrate you. Congratulations once again.
Hi, my name is Ishia Bhausar, and I'm from Shawnee Mission in Kansas, and I won in the music category for my piece, Amalgamation. With Amalgamation, I wanted to express how I feel about growing up between two cultures. So I grew up in America and my parents are of Indian heritage, so I learned a lot from both cultures. My parents have always played Indian music in the house, and I've always listened to American pop music, so my music is a reflection of both of those styles, essentially an amalgamation of both styles, which is where the name of my piece came from. And I slowly have gained a sense of appreciation for both halves of my culture, learning not to value one over the other. And I feel like that's starting to show in my music. My songs blend different parts of the world, India and America, into one music style, which is my unique style. And my music is unique, I think, just because of the fact that I'm a product of two cultures. Creating art is important to me because I am very inspired by art. I love going to art museums and concerts and just experiencing art in so many different forms, and I'm hoping that my art inspires other people in the same way.
Hi, my name is Aishani Carr from the Lake Washington School District PTSA in Washington. My piece, Asserting the Algorithm, won the literature category at the 2023 PTSA Reflections this year. My piece, Asserting the Algorithm, was a historical fiction literature piece about Ada Lovelace, who was one of the first women computer software engineers in the 1800s. I chose to do the theme, Show Your Voice, through this piece as a historical fiction because I think her unique perspective at the time of being a female computer software engineer so early when it was so segregated as a field was really impactful, and I wanted to show my own voice through that. I think that the creative process and making the piece was also really impactful for me because using that theme to really showcase my own identity of being like a woman who wants to do STEM, like being really excited about STEM topics, and that perspective was really impactful in terms of showing my voice, because that's like a less common voice heard. It's obviously there's obviously a lot of very famous female scientists, but it's not as represented, and I felt that writing a piece from that perspective and figuring out how to write a piece from that perspective while still staying true to the original story of Ada Lovelace and her life was really it was really helpful and really creative, and I really liked doing that because I was able to work my own identity into my writing while still being able to address the theme and choose someone else's work into my writing.
Hello, my name is Nina Smith, and I'm a former student of DeKalb School of the Arts, located in DeKalb County. Earlier this year, I received the PTSA Reflections Merit Award in the Film and Media category for my piece, The Hill We Climb.
Mr. President, Dr. Biden, Madam Vice President, Mr. Emhoff, Americans, and the world. When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always peace.
To me, creating art is a vital form of self-expression, no matter what it is, whether it be dance or music or theater. But my personal favorite is film and media. Having the ability to tell a story or shed light on an issue, evoking emotion from others through motion picture is just so gratifying for me, and that's why I love it. What inspired this piece is not only the poem being recited in the background by Amanda Gorman, but it's actually where we filmed most of the video that inspired me the most. For this video, we filmed in downtown Atlanta on Auburn Avenue, otherwise known as Sweet Auburn Avenue. Sweet Auburn Avenue is rich in Black history, as it was once even known as the Black Wall Street of the South. Through the years, Sweet Auburn Avenue has endured a lot, whether it be racial violence, urban renewal projects, and even the expressway being built right through it. What is so inspirational about Sweet Auburn Avenue is that even though it's had its moments, it's continued to power through the tough times. Sweet Auburn Avenue, along with a lot of other places in downtown Atlanta, now showcases a variety of murals showcasing Black perseverance, Black excellence, and Black strength. This, to me, was the perfect place to embody the Reflections theme of Show Your Voice.
Hi, my name is Annika Crovey, and I'm from J.L. Mann High School in South Carolina. I won in the literature category for a piece titled Collage. I chose to write this piece around the various aspects of my identity that have shaped my unique voice. I wanted to capture the physical representations of the people, places, and things that I love most that have shaped who I am. A large part of my identity is my Indian American upbringing, so I chose to highlight experiences with my grandparents as well as aspects of our family history in order to juxtapose them with my American childhood and the hope that I carry forward as a result of the experiences that I've learned about from my ancestors. Therefore, in the poem, I define my voice as a collage of failed dreams realized, half-truths, memories, and faded love crystallized. Through this piece, I try to show how each part of my identity works together to contribute to my voice and the integral role that each plays in informing my perspective. I also represented the responsibility that I feel as a result to use my voice to speak up for those in my community with shared identities. Creating art, specifically writing poetry, is important to me because it is a natural form of self-expression that allows me to process complex situations and guide my future actions. Without art, I would be lost. I'm grateful for the PTA Reflections competition for helping me find ways to express myself since elementary school, and I look forward to continuing to explore my artistic visions in the future. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Karina Sirik, and I'm from the Virginia Beach PTA in Virginia. I won the photography category for my piece, Adventure Ahead in Boy Scouts. The theme of Show Your Voice inspired me to capture a personal moment in my life. Through my camera lens, I appeared in my Boy Scout uniform and my reflection was captured in the side mirror of my car. This image represents my journey in Boy Scouts. It all began when I was 5 years old and my older brother joined, and I began to go along with him to family camps and other activities. I loved all their activities, and I wished that it was something I could do as well. I was so happy when my troop formed and I was able to officially join. Following my previous expedition with Troop 5364 to hike the challenging Old Rag Mountain in Shenandoah National Park, my photography symbolizes my readiness to embark on my next scouting adventure. Creating art is important to me because it allows me to relax and express my feelings. I create art to express myself and to have fun. Photography and drawing are two forms of art that I can express myself the best with. Creating art is really important to me because it allows me to truly express how I feel to others and allows me to inspire others to do the same. Expressing my feelings and emotions is really important to me because I really like to make sure everything is fair and that people get equal opportunities. Through my art and actions, I encourage girls everywhere to embrace and venture into the world of scouting. I dream of even more remarkable journeys ahead and hope that my art will inspire and uplift others in the pursuit of adventure.
Hi, my name is Ava Tepper and I'm from Area 2 in Georgia. I won in the dance category for my piece, Young, Gifted, and Black. The process for choreographing Young, Gifted, and Black wasn't all that special in my opinion. My grandma came to me with the song Young, Gifted, and Black by Aretha Franklin, and she told me that I had to make a dance to it. So I said, okay. And so during holiday break, I went in my home studio inside of my basement, and I started to improv to it after I had listened to the song like a couple thousand times. And at first, I had like a few steps that I knew that I wanted to include in there, but I really just recorded myself improving, and then from there I would rewatch the videos and like pick out what parts moved me and like fit well with the music. At first, when I was creating it and just like dancing and putting steps together, it didn't have like a strong meaning to me because I was just making a dance for my grandma then. But once I had like completed it and I was like, this is good, I kept doing it over and over again, and I reworked it, and like somewhere along the way I came across like a deeper meaning to it and how the words really resonated with me as an African American dancer. And that's when the emotion started to come into the dance, and where I could really connect with the lyrics as well as my steps. And what I want my piece to do for others is to inspire other young people of color that even though you're young, you are exceptional, you are talented, and even though something may seem very mundane, if you stick with it, and if you feel like you can get more out of it, you will get more out of it, and it'll become something so much greater and something so much more significant to you and to others.
Let's congratulate our talented students in the chat box. Our next selection of pieces explores an additional benefit of creating art: the positive impact participating in the arts can have on building our mental strength, wellness, and confidence. To get started, let's hear from Lesmida Grace, the mom of Dianella Situ-Mayung, as well as Ian DeJesus, dad of Melina DeJesus, also featured in this selection.
My name is Lesmida Grace, and I am Dianella Situ-Mayung's mom. Art has always been in the family since Dianella was little, and she always loved art. Since the very beginning, I have already noticed that she was talented in drawing and painting. As an artist myself, we have been able to spend more time and bond with one another through painting. If you walk into our home, you will be greeted with color as our paintings fill the walls. I have always encouraged Dianella to love art because it has so many benefits for her mental health and is a way for her to express herself. I am so proud of her, and I'm looking forward to see her become a successful artist and a young lady.
My name is Ian DeJesus, and I am the father of Melina DeJesus. Lena's writing has positively impacted her mental wellness by enabling her to communicate her thoughts, feelings, and experiences in a way that fosters understanding that may not be possible through typical communication. If you want to support your child's creative expression, I would say give them opportunities to learn and grow their skills in whatever aspects of the arts they're interested in. And if it truly interests them, they will push themselves to get better and in turn develop skills like discipline, perseverance, teamwork, and so on that they can apply to all aspects of their life.
I am Dianella Situ-Mayung from Katy PTA in Texas. I won the National Award of Excellence in the Visual Arts category for my art piece, Feel Alive. I created this oil painting to illustrate how music and singing helps me navigate both my positive and negative emotions. Personally, when I'm singing, I'm the most free-spirited version of myself. Whether it is gospel, pop, or nostalgic music, I'm able to express my inner emotions and let out anything weighing me down. As I stated in my description of my art piece, singing is frustration, passion, euphoria, packed into relatable words and invigorating rhythm. That's why I use my voice to feel alive. Although I love singing, it isn't exactly my strong suit. Art is. Through art, I'm able to share different parts of myself. For instance, I love sharing and educating others about my Indonesian culture through my art. Another way I share my art skills is through my passion for teaching and educating others. So for a year and a half, I was an art teacher at a local art studio, teaching children oil painting and drawing. This experience shaped me into a more patient and confident person and a stronger and well-versed artist. Secondly, as vice president of the National Art Honor Society in my high school, I shared my love for art by organizing school-wide events that promote mental health and creativity. Overall, I love making art because I can make my imagination come to life, share my beliefs and characteristics, and inspire others to express themselves through art. Thank you to Reflections, my family, and teachers for helping me reach a wider audience to share my art and grow as an artist.
Hello, my name is Melina De Jesus, and I'm from Norwood Middle School PTSA in Pennsylvania. I won in the literature category for my piece, Mental Health Matters. Too many individuals fail to recognize how detrimental mental health disorders can actually be. By using analogies, figurative language, and imagery, I was able to create a poem that not only showcased my ability to write, but also helped others understand what living with a mental disorder is actually like. Not only was my goal to help others understand the importance of mental health, but it was also to be a glowing light for others struggling to see in the darkness. There are so many of us struggling out there with mental health, but I know that if we come together and support the many wilting souls out there, the world will only continue to wrap their arms around these people who truly need help. Creating art can actually take my mind off the brain trauma that seemingly bothers me constantly. It is a way of relieving stress, a way to break the worry cycle and start anew. It is a way to find momentary peace. While writing my poem, I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I was able to be an advocate for mental health while also finding peace. I am so grateful that Mental Health Matters got the chance to be recognized nationally. Even if my poem did not make it far in the judging, I would still be happy because I'd be doing something I love, writing while relieving stress. Whether you deal with mental health or not, I hope this poem spoke to you. It's time to shine a light on mental health. We need to water the wilting flowers and make them bloom.
Hello, my name is Josephine Petrulis, and I am from Virginia Beach PTA from Virginia. I won the Special Artist Visual Arts category for my piece, On the Edge of Emotions Being Dyslexic. For a long time, I've been wanting to express myself with my disability through art, and with this piece, I'm able to portray my dyslexia. In my artwork, you will see a swirl of numbers and letters. This symbolizes the feeling of being overwhelmed. Numbers and letters were always extremely difficult to decode. The complements portray the only thing that rings back and forth in my head, leaving me on the edge of emotions. My goal with this masterpiece was to spread awareness across the world, and with this huge accomplishment, I was able to show my voice. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kaylani Cooper. I'm from San Marino, California. I won the photography contest with my piece, Express Yourself. I create art because I enjoy being able to express myself without the worry of doing it incorrectly. Art helps me relax and forget about schoolwork and my stresses. I didn't really have any inspiration for this piece. I just knew I wanted to experiment with photography and not take a regular photo. Creating art has always been something I've turned to help calm my mind and relax. And art gives me something to do when I'm bored or have time on my hands. Art is important to me because I have always been surrounded by it, and it's something that I've always loved. It was something I could do and not have to fear messing up, because it doesn't matter if I make a mistake. Because like Bob Ross would say, there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents.
Hi, my name is Harshita Chonder, and I'm from the Liberty Middle School PTA in Alabama. I won in the dance choreography category for my piece, Our Voices Inspire. My inspiration and goal behind this piece was to tell people that showing and using your voice is extremely important, and everybody has a unique way of doing that. Whether it's through a hobby, a sport, friends and family, it is important to surround yourself with people who listen to your thoughts, emotions, and ideas. Dance for me has helped expand my creativity and innovation skills, and it is a way for me to learn new things in a stress-free manner. It has also helped my ability to do things in public more comfortably. It teaches me to gather my nerves and approach things in a calm manner. But one of the most important things it has helped me with is to take criticism in a constructive way and to not let it push me down, but to grow from that criticism.
Wow, what amazing work! Next, we will explore the unique benefits the arts bring to young artists and why these artists think we should all be creating. To get started, let's hear from AJ Tessler, the dad of Magnolia Tessler, also featured in this selection.
My name is AJ Tessler. I am Magnolia Tessler's dad, and art is a big part of our family. I'm a film director and television producer, and my wife's a writer, and creating has just been always a part of what we do. And we're super proud of Maggie for her artistry. It's always been something that she's been into, and it's also something that, because of her communication problems, a lot of people have found easy to engage with her using art, because she can answer yes and no questions, and she can help decide what brushes to use, what tools to use. And it's been a really fun way for her to connect with people, in spite of the fact that she has Rett syndrome, which makes connecting generally pretty hard. So we're really proud of her and really proud of what she's accomplished with Reflections.
Hello, my name is Magnolia Tessler. I use this device to talk and to make art with my eyes. I am from Wilton, Connecticut. I won the Special Artist category with my eye gaze, painting her everything by my voice. Why do I like art? It's something I like to do. It's something I can do, and it's something people find easy to do with me. Art is a way I communicate. It's a way I can let people know who I am. I think other people should do art so they can express themselves too.
Hi, my name is James Hare. I like to be called Jimmy. I'm from the William Rawl PTA in Lindenhurst, New York. I won the film production category for my animated film, Show Your Voice.
My name is James Hare. I make different characters. I take my made-up characters and make them do what I want. Sure, they might even be hidden in this poem. But now, we have to learn about me, and I'm sure we can find something interesting. I can make a blank piece of paper into a frog, or maybe even a crazy scary dog. I like axolotls and other crazy things. I even make some up. My brain goes ding-da-ding-ding. There's lots of different things that I really like. I like Cartoon Network and even riding my bike. I like Sonic games, finish them in less than a day. I express myself in so many ways.
I like writing, playing guitars, telling stories, and making animations. Through my movies, I can express myself with drawings and unique stories and my own sense of humor. My inspiration for this particular piece was the opportunity to show you who I am, about my life, and be funny too. I think other students should create art so they can express themselves in their own creative ways and show off their talents. Being creative through art is important to me because it lets me bring my pictures to life and make personalities and characters.
Hi, my name is Cecilia Rice. I am from Seminole County PTA in Florida. I won in the Special Artist Dance category for my piece, Hoop It Off. My video is all about not judging people. It starts off with my sister being a snobby ballerina that doesn't want to dance with me and tells me to play with the hula hoops instead. She gets so surprised of what a great hula hooper I am. Even though some dance moves are hard for me because of my medical condition, I can still dance with my hoop, everyone can dance unique ways. And life would be boring if everyone danced the same way.
Hi, my name is Osiris Sanchez, and I was a division winner in the film production category for my film, Musical Passions. Now, the inspiration for my film came from 1950s and 60s animated films. And if you take a look at them, you can definitely see the stylistic influences. It's very geometric and the animation isn't too smooth. It's done for stylistic effect. Now, I create art for many different reasons. Well, it keeps me sane. It gives me something to do in my free time. And that's about it. I could list 100 more reasons, but this is a 2-minute long video. So I will instead move on to the next part about why other students should create art. And the answer is because it's fun. Genuinely. People people sometimes think that they're not creative. People say, oh, I can't even draw a stick figure. Well, it doesn't matter. You can still create art, even if you can't even draw a stick figure. And honestly, everybody can be creative. It just takes a little thinking, just a little. And once you get your brain juices flowing, you can create anything. And lastly, art is important to me because it's a way for me to express myself. To be honest, I don't think I could express myself any other way. I'm really bad at talking, so art is basically one of the only ways I can show how I'm feeling, what my brain is thinking, and basically any other method of communication. When words fail, art draws.
We have so enjoyed connecting with you in celebration of these talented student artists, but connecting and learning with one another is easy when art is involved. Our final selection of Show Your Voice artworks illustrate this exactly. To get started, let's hear from Priya Paranjape, the mom of Rishi Kedekar, also featured in this selection.
Hi, my name is Priya Paranjape, and my son, Rishi Kedekar, made the film You've Got a Friend in Me. I wanted to thank the Reflections program for giving Rishi and all kids across America an opportunity to express their ideas in a fun and creative way in different forms and mediums. Rishi loves participating in this program and in fact has been participating since he was in first grade. And I love seeing him think about the theme for each year and have him reflect upon his own life and also the world around him. And for me, it's fun to see his movie making skills evolve with each year that he participates. When I was a kid, I participated in the Reflections program, and it's amazing to see my own child also get involved and have fun. I wanted to thank Reflections for giving kids an opportunity to explore the world around them, and it's been great seeing Rishi be able to participate in this wonderful program and have fun and share his ideas with the world. Thanks so much.
Hello, my name is Rishi Kedekar, and I'm from the West Windsor-Plainsboro School District in New Jersey. I won in the film category for my film, You've Got a Friend in Me.
Got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your
I like making movies because it is a super fun way to express myself and show the world what I think. It is also super fun to see different friends and family react to my movies and hopefully make different people's days a little bit better. The inspiration for my movie came from my 4th grade year during the pandemic. I got COVID and I had to quarantine in my room and stare at a computer for school. It wasn't fun, but my friends and family found different ways to cheer me up and make the experience a little bit better. The community and my friends and family helped me by being my cheerleaders and also by being super enthusiastic about watching my movies and always asking me when the next one is. They also always give me helpful feedback to implement in future movies. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my movie. Bye!
Hello. My name is Nayeli Percy, and I'm from Farmington Woods Elementary School in North Carolina. I won in the 3D Visual Arts category for my piece, Different is Beautiful. My inspiration for this piece was that some people think that being different is a bad thing, that you need to blend in and be the same as everybody else. But I believe that being different is an amazing thing and that everybody should express themselves in different ways. My family supports me with my art when they take me to museums so that I can see other people's art, or they help me with my feelings to translate that into art. I create art because it helps me express myself in ways that words can't. I think that art is beautiful and it helps me relax.
Before my video was created, my mom wanted to bring choir to Venture Academy, but she couldn't because of the coronavirus pandemic that happened years ago. Until when Mrs. Rebecca Allen became principal of George Key and Venture, she found a lot of support from her. And so, choir has just begun at Venture Academy.
The choir means to me as you're part of a really big group of people and you sing along with them. Show your efforts, your talents, and your energy. And when you're part of a choir, you feel like you're gaining experience.
Her students loved choir so much. Every time when she was on campus, they told her, choir, choir. And when last year's reflections came, my mom and I were debating or having discussion of what ideas to bring for the reflections for Show Your Voice. And that's how it's began production.
Hi, my name is Layla. I live in Chesterfield County, PTA in Virginia. I won in the dance choreography category for my dance called Bigger.
If you feel insignificant, you better think again. Better wake up because you're part of something way bigger. You're part of something way bigger. Not just a speck in the universe, not just some words in a Bible verse. You are the living word. You're part of something way bigger. Bigger than you, bigger than we, bigger than the picture they framed us to see. But now we see it.
I like to dance because you really get to do your own steps sometimes. Dancing makes me feel really happy. So when I was dancing to Bigger, I wanted them to feel growth and happiness and accept each other. My family supports me by letting me do my own thing. I like to create dances because it's like fun. You get to feel the rhythm and it's like you freestyle.
Hi, my name is Sasha Johnson. I am from Briarcliff Manor in New York State. I submitted a music composition last year for the PTA theme Show Your Voice and won in the middle school music category. It was titled Are You Listening? And it was about someone who felt overshadowed by other people. Could I be like one of them? Could I be like you? So perfect in every way. And maybe I'm not as bad as I thought, but a single glance from you distracts me. Now I'm on the ground again. As the song progresses, the character begins to feel more confident in herself and in her powerful voice. She stops waiting for someone else to give her validation and finally stands up for herself. I love the process of writing this song, and I plan to compose many more in the future. I have been writing original songs since I was 11, and I love expressing significant messages for the world to hear through my music. My inspiration for this piece was to tell my generation that they don't need someone else to tell them who they are and what they can do. The lyrics, "I spent so many hours just waiting for my name to be called," demonstrates how the character in my song wants someone else to tell them who they are and what they are worth. The lyrics after this state, "I'll announce it myself." This shows how the character realizes that she can be who she wants to be without needing someone else's approval or opinion. Before I wrote songs and composed music, I painted and I drew, and art has always been a part of me and a part of what I want to do. Composing songs really makes me happy. I hope you enjoy my song.
What an amazing way to close our show. The depth and sincerity displayed by these students is incredible, and we are so proud to share their hard work and artistry with you. Of course, we were only able to showcase a small portion of our over 200 National Reflections winners this evening. So, we encourage you to visit pta.org/Reflections Awards to explore all of the Show Your Voice artwork through our virtual exhibit and our 2022-2023 Outstanding Interpretation Award celebration, the Reflections program's top awardees. Congratulations once again to Alice Grieve, Julie Alton, Megan Lambert, Minka von Berkel, Nia McKnight, Serena Paula Castro, and Sebastian Tulin. Thank you for joining us to celebrate all of our student participants from the Show Your Voice Reflections program. Please enjoy the following full list of 2022-2023 National Reflections awardees.
she's gotta sing a solo in front of her friends. But what she doesn't know, among her fear and woe, is how blown away her class is when she sings. Show your voice, show your voice, show your voice. When stages give you quiet scare, don't forget your friends are there, and show your